Alright guys, welcome back to another G Auto Repair YouTube video. And today I have another auction vehicle here, fresh out of the auction actually. A 2013 F150 3.5 liter Ecoboost. Haven't really done nothing to this car other than just hook up my scanner, do an overall health check. I got a couple codes stored in the PCM, nothing major. But I do hear a little noise coming out of the engine, and let's turn it on so you guys can hear it. Okay, so you might be able to hear it right away. It's a rattling, knocking type noise, and it's coming from this area. And I've pretty much chased it down to the high pressure fuel pump. Okay, I did do an injector dropout test earlier a few minutes ago, and the noise continued steady throughout the entire test. One by one I killed injectors, and it made no never mind to the noise. Let me get you a little closer. I hope you could appreciate it on the video, the noise. This fan is blowing now, so as a matter of fact, let me turn off the fan. That'll make it a little more. Turn off the AC. That should kill the fan, hopefully. We'll give it a minute. But using my stethoscopes, I can go around, and it's stronger here. So again, I'm not 100% sure if this is a common problem in these right there. So I'm not 100% sure if this is a common fault in these Ecoboost engines. I really don't get a whole lot of them here, but this tends to be an issue. So on this one, that's what it seems like. Let's do this. Let's disconnect this connector here, see if it makes a difference on the noise. And I can find that release tab. Come on. There we go. So it does do something. Normal clicking, that's normal. That happens on every GDI engine because it's a high pressure pump that runs off the cam. So a little ticking is normal. I hear that constantly on most GDIs. That doesn't worry me. And when you disconnect this, the ticking kind of goes away. But that's a normal operation. I know that for a fact. But that rattling, that knocking, rattling noise, that's the one that concerns me. That's not normal. In my opinion, that's not normal. That's too excessive. That's really no, and you can feel it when you touch it. You can feel it, like there's some play in there. I'm not sure if it's the pump itself or something that needs to be shimmed. I'm not 100%. I don't think so. This is a pretty much straight. You pull it out and put it back in. There's a spring in there, that keeps tension up against the cam. So I don't know if it's an internal wear inside the pump that's causing some kind of play there that's knocking. Again, first time I run into this, so I'm not 100% sure, but it seems to be right there at the pump. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can get some more information, maybe approval to replace that. I'm not sure which route this is gonna go. All right, guys, so we're back. I did not replace the fuel pump, but as you can tell, it's a lot quieter now. That little ticking, that's normal, but I can feel it. That loud, super loud noise that's gone away. And I took the pump out and everything and inspected it. Everything looked okay, but upon closer inspection, you can kind of tell that it might have been replaced, but I don't know if they replaced it with a new one or whatever. But the point is that somebody was in here, they pulled it out, put it back in there, and it looks like the bolts that they used were too long and it wasn't clamping down completely, because I remember there was a bigger gap right here between. You guys can see it. There was a bigger gap right there. So I kind of noticed it when I went to tighten this nut back. I could see it rocking a little bit, so I'm like, huh, that doesn't look right. So I kind of investigated a little further and realized that the bolts were bottoming out because they were too long, and therefore you weren't getting the right clamping force on the pump. So that's why it was noisy. But you can tell that that rattling went away. So all you hear is just the normal function of the engine, the ticking of this, all that is normal. That's what I expect to hear. But that super loud rattling, knocking noise, that definitely went away. So I'm happy about that, and I'm sure the customer is going to be happy about that as well. These pumps are really expensive. They're in the $500, $600, $700 range. So that was a freebie there. You know, all he has to worry about is just labor. You know, but as far as the part is concerned, he just saved about $600 right then and there. So I'm glad that I was able to figure that one out at minimal cost to the customer. And if you guys run into this situation in the future, don't necessarily condemn the pump, because I was about to condemn the pump until I figured that out. You know, maybe somebody has, especially if you just got the vehicle, especially if it's an auction vehicle, because these auction vehicles, they do all type of weird, stupid things, and it'll drive you up a wall. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I'm sure if you guys have been following me for any amount of time, I've put out a couple videos out there that for auction cars that they just drive me AWOL. But take a look, make sure that that's properly tightened down. If you don't tighten it down properly, it will rattle. So just FYI. Again, you guys, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting the channel. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.